Good evening to all the members of Bridges of Light International, and welcome to this tapping experience. Some of you have already watched my previous videos about this miraculous energy technique called EFT, is emotional freedom technique. And for who is new to this technique, I will wait for a couple of minutes, and I will in the meantime explain very quickly what is about, so we can talk today about unworthiness, how we can overcome or face feeling unworthy using EFT. So I will wait for a couple of minutes, as said. Let's see if someone... Good evening, Mariella. Nice to be with you as well. I'm just saying that I will wait. I will wait for some people to join us. Just a couple of minutes, and I will ask you if you had already watched one of my previous video about tapping. So let's just have a kind of very short conversation. If you know something about EFT, or if you have watched previously my videos here in Bridges of Light. So just said a couple of minutes to say hello and welcome, and then I can start just to remind you what EFT is about. So for people that didn't watch my videos, or even for people that did them but maybe forgot, or they didn't practice in this period of time. So let's start then, and I like to remind you that I'm talking about an energy technique, okay, that is EFT, emotional freedom technique, and is very known as tapping. So everybody in this that is into okay, Mariella, is it the first time for you? Perfect. So let's see if I can explain to you in the shortest and better way what is about. So I'm saying that is called also tapping. So tapping, so that let's see in a couple of minutes what I'm talking about, or acupuncture without needles. So in the moment that I'm mentioning acupuncture, so you can have an idea about the fact that we are talking about some part of our body that it will be tapped, okay, like that, and then I show you how. So is a kind of mixture between the ancient Chinese medicine and the meridian that the Chinese medicine believe we have inside our body, like rivers, okay, or in other cultures is like chakras, so is the centers of energy. So I'm saying that EFT is coming from this old ancient medicine, that is the Chinese one, and it's been an encounter between this medicine, this old ancient medicine, and the modern therapy. Okay, and the modern therapy, this modern therapy started at the end of the 70s with a doctor called Dr. Callahan, okay, that by chance discovered this connection, okay, between the talking therapy, because he was a psychotherapist, and this old medicine that we are talking about. And so a very, very short history about that. And then it's been further developed by Dr. Craig, that is the father, the proper father, let's say, or EFT. So how it works, as I said, okay, Mariella. So if you wanted to ask me some questions, some curiosity, go on, because this is an opportunity for me to explain again what EFT is about, and then we can start properly to work on the subject of today. So as said at the beginning, is also called acupuncture without the needles. So it means that we are going to touch, okay, some part of our body. So I want to say that I attended the courses in England with the master Carl Dawson. So I'm going to follow exactly what he of course, is the master. I follow him completely, and I wanted to let you know that also there are a lot of others people that use EFT in a different way, or for example, they don't touch all the part of the body that I'm going to use it tonight. Okay, so let's start to show you the part of the body that you are going to tap. First of all is this part, the karate chop, okay? So it's very easy. You can tap like that with the 2 fingers. Also is exactly the same, okay? Or here is exactly the same. Nothing changes. Also, after that, okay, we go on the top of our head, okay? So we can do with all our 4 fingers or 2 fingers, it's up to you. And the same, so we can do exactly the same with both our hands, okay? So I hope you can see me properly. So the other part is just here at the beginning, okay? Here and here, okay, the side of the eye, under the eye, under the nose, here in this part, the chin, then here the collarbones, okay? Again, we can do both or just one. It's up to you completely. Be free to use what you are more comfortable with. Then we have here under the arm, then the wrist, and also all the 5 fingers, okay, here. I hope is a little bit hot here today, so it's a nice day, but a little bit hot, even though I really love hot weather. Okay, let's see, first of all, before we starting properly about the subject of today, because today is about feeling unworthy. Okay, so Mariella, yes, do you think this therapy is able to help in psychological problems caused by a depressive syndrome or... okay, I can answer absolutely yes. is not ciao Maria, is not my opinion, but is actually there are a lot of researchers at the moment that demonstrate that it's a very, very useful for a lot of things. Exactly, EFT can be used from a disturbing emotion to let's say to a physical pain, to obsessive thought, attack of panic, a lot of things, and also with the PTSD as well. There are a lot of really loads of results with the people, for example, from veterans from the wars as well. So, but of course, because you know, is a specific, everything that I just mentioned is a very, very specific, then each of us practitioner, of course, we are specialized in something different. So yes, to answer your question, absolutely yes. But if you need someone for something specific, then you need to see which kind of practitioner you want to work with, and of course is a one-to-one session. Okay, so but I can say yes. Also, there is a great book from Dr. Peter Stapleton. That is a very, very fantastic book that show exactly the result of this research. And even just to not forget it, because it's very, very important, also in England there are a lot of hospitals that are using EFT with their patient to see, so to, for example, to contribute to heal a person. So absolutely very, 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 very important. Okay, so okay, so what we are doing tonight is something about unworthiness. But if, because I can see there are a couple of people, so a lot of people maybe join us because we have a subject tonight. So it's not a free subject. Okay, so I can see that someone is asking something different. So if you are not, let's say, interested in unworthiness, okay, but maybe most of you want to work on stress, for example, we can do that. Okay, so and also as we are a group, of course I cannot relate to only one person, because we are a group, and unfortunately when there is something very, let's say, some emotion that is very strong in some of you, then I suggest to really call a practitioner and work one-to-one with this practitioner. So I am sorry, but unfortunately I'd love to do that with just one person, but I need to relate to all of you, okay, and to help most of you. Okay, so there are a couple of people that are watching this video, so please, because one of the first that connect, can you, are you okay with the subject of today that is about unworthiness, or there is something, let's say, more specific you want to work with? Okay, and of course, let's say that we will still see how it works, and we can see what's the best thing to do. So I'm waiting for you to answer my questions. Okay, let's say. Okay, just I'm waiting for a couple of minutes. Okay, so let's go with the subject of that I've chosen for tonight. It is about feeling unworthy. Okay, this is a very something that most of people feel about, not feeling good enough, not try to reach perfectionism, not feeling at ease with their body, and so on. So I will show you something very general that it has happened to me with the clients that were feeling unworthy. So first of all, I wanted to explain to you that this feeling of not being good enough, unworthy, and so on, is something that is coming from our childhood. Okay, there is something that unfortunately you are not blaming any person, of course, so please let's not think that I am blaming parents or family, but we are just realizing that from 0 to 8 years old, roughly, all of us have been influenced by our environment. Even, maybe you know perfectly this as well, even before the 0, even when we were in the womb of our mother. So of course, all of them, the feelings, the emotions, the negative emotions that we feel at the moment, most of them are coming from wounds that they are not healed enough. Okay, so I will start. So I need your collaboration. First of all, when you start to practice the EFT, you need to feel your body completely. So feel at each part of your body first of all, and then you need to give a number to your feeling. Okay, it means that if you feel extremely unworthy, it will be 10. If you don't feel unworthy, it's 0. Okay, and this is for any type of emotions. So for example, Maria can anyway join us using the words that I'm going to use for her specific problem. So tonight is unworthiness, but you can use it for yourself, for what you are feeling at the moment. Okay, so if it's a fear, if it's a doubt, you are overwhelming, let's go with unworthiness tonight. But again, you can use it for your negative emotion. So 0 when you don't feel any negative emotion, and 10 when the feeling is really high. Okay, secondly, you need to explain. Okay, someone, when I'm stressed, my muscles don't work well enough. I feel pain and general sense of panic. I have to relax without any rumors in my bedroom. I have to relax on my breath, and I have a session. Okay, let me see. Okay, I wanted to read everything that is Ah, okay, okay, yes, of course, chiropractic can help a lot, of course. So let's then talk about this. Okay, we need to give a number of what we are feeling, what is the emotion or the pain or the thought that is very disturbing to us. Okay, so in case of our unworthiness that I'm talking about tonight, is let's say that is 8. Okay, and the second question is in which part of your body you feel this emotion. So if it's a stress, or if it's a fear, or if it's overwhelming, in which part of your body you feel this negative emotion. Third, if you could even give this emotion in your body, so let's say that you can feel it in the stomach. Okay, it's got a color. Okay, if it's got a color, is even better for you to work on it. Okay, so let's start and let's see how EFT works. Stomach, perfect. Okay, so Mariella, we are talking about unworthiness for tonight, for my tonight video. Can you tell me what you are referring to? You are referring to something else, or you are referring as well to unworthiness? So, how it works? It works like that. First of all, we need to tap here. We start here, and the sentence is this one. It needs to be the same. Even though I am feeling not worthy of love, I do accept and love myself completely and totally. Even though I feel I'm not worthy, I do love and accept myself anyway. Even though this feeling of unworthiness is very, very heavy for me, I love and accept myself completely. This unworthiness, it looks like I'm not good enough. I always heard that I'm not good enough. I am not good enough. I'm not good enough. I've always thought I'm not worthy of love. I always thought I'm not perfect enough. People told me. I just remember people telling me that I'm not good enough. I don't deserve love. I think I don't deserve to be loved. There is something inside me that tells me that I don't deserve love. This unworthiness. A very deep breath. Okay. So this is how, another deep breath, please. Okay, this is how it works. As you can see, at the very beginning, we use exactly the same sentence. Even though I feel, even though I'm feeling very stressed, even though I have a fear that everything is going to change and we never will be the same. So I'm giving you a couple of examples of what it could be your negative emotion. Okay, so even though plus your emotion, your pain, your thought. Okay, even though I love and accept myself completely, I do love and accept myself the way I am. Okay, this is very important because we tend to feel guilty when we are not feeling the best. Okay, there is a society, unfortunately, that show us it looks like only successful people, only people that are completely and totally happy, and so on. And we feel even more guilty for having some negative emotion. So it's very, very important that we face the feeling we are in the moment, in order to overcome it, in order to go and to go layers after layers, like an onions, to go inside the real problem. Okay, so if some of you want to say something, you are very welcome. First of all, is it clear how it works, how you can work on your own? I suggest a very important thing. When you work on your own, and I will do now some other examples, please have next to you a glass of water, very important, because the emotions can be rise. So if the emotions are going to raise, okay, then you need to drink water first of all, and look at around the place where you're sitting. It just let's say focus on an object, a thing that you like. This is because you need to go back in an environment that you trust and you know, because the emotions can be very let's say negative. And then it's very important that you don't lose control, because I'm not with you, okay? I'm here on the other part of the display, and then it can be, of course, very difficult for me to help you from here. So please be very, very, very careful with yourself, with your feelings. So, as you can see, is a very, very simple technique, and you can use it whenever you like, okay? And whenever you feel very overwhelmed by something that you can't control, and something that you cannot that can't allow you to function in a normal way. So Mariella, you are the lady that you are tonight relating to me, and I thank you for that, because it's very, very important. It's very important that the energy, anyway, the energy of the group is absolutely great, because, okay, we call it a surrogate. What does it mean, surrogate? It means that even though, okay, I'm talking about a specific subject, all the other people that are doing this are moving their energy all together, and is very, very helpful for all of us, because it's like a community all together. Okay, this is really, really important. In fact, there are a lot of beneficial even when you are not exactly into that specific negative emotion. Okay, so I will give you another example, okay, as it works. So again, okay, even though I don't feel I'm worthy of love, I deeply love and accept myself anyway. Even though I think that everything I do is never enough, I deeply love and accept myself anyway. Okay. Okay, someone is sort of, okay, I realize that I have to live out of my life now. Okay, there is some, there is a Mariella that is saying something very, very important, okay? Because when we do this, we realize that a lot of other thought and come up a lot, and so we realize that really there are a lot of things that we really want to change in our life. Thank you for this, thank you for sharing. Okay, so even though I realize that maybe there are too many people around me that don't let me shine, I do love and accept myself anyway. Okay? This feeling of not being perfect enough. Okay? The person that let me feel inappropriate. I feel inappropriate. Someone told me I'm not good enough. Someone told me that I could be much, much, much better. Someone told me that I should change. I'm not enough for someone. This feeling of not be enough and lovable. I don't feel lovable if I show who I am. I don't feel enough if I show who I am. I need to hide my real self. I need to hide my real self in order to be loved. I need to show my real self. If I show my real self, nobody loves me. Another deep breath. Okay, so as you can see, I was just giving you some examples of sentences that come every time I work with clients. Not every time, but most of the time that I'm working with clients with the problem of unworthiness. Of course, as you can understand, each of us is so different and has got different experiences. So of course, you do. Thank you very much. This therapy is, I'm here. I love it. I love it because it's a very, first of all, you can reach almost immediately a kind of calmness that is not so common in other therapies. First of all, the first aim. Secondly, if you want to go deeper in your problems, in your issues, then you can do that through the EFT. So also, as a therapy, is very, very useful because it's just not such a long therapy. Or even better, like I told you at the very beginning, let's imagine a big onion and the layers of the onion. Of course, we are like onions, like a lot of our issues, and then the core problem is just inside. And with this therapy, we can just, okay, layer by layer, then we go to the core of the problem. So as I was saying about our unworthiness, it's a very, very common, believe me. A lot of people feel unworthy because of a lot of influences we have in our past, in our childhood. So, but of course, it's different. It depends. Okay, so each of us has got our unconscious part, and there in our unconscious part there are a lot of things that we forgot, or maybe we barely remember. Okay. Yes, I love myself, and perfect, this is fantastic. I love myself and I pure love. Okay, yes, very good. In this case, I really wanted to finish with something completely positive, because EFT is very important, first of all, for facing the problem. Because if you don't face the problem, if you don't face the issue, we cannot eliminate, we cannot erase the issue. We need to face it. We don't need to feel guilty for feeling something negative. We face it and then we overcome it. So, but I'm in this moment, I've been inspired by these wonderful sentences. I love myself and my pure love. I love. So let's do that all together. Okay. Even though I feel unworthy sometimes, I know I am love, I'm pure love, and so I deeply love and accept myself anyway. Even though there are a lot of moments where I feel not good enough and not loved, I know deeply inside myself that I'm love. Even though there are a lot of negative thought about my worthiness, about me being worthy, I know deeply inside myself that I love myself and I'm pure love. Okay? Even though I don't feel worthy, I do love myself. I know I'm pure love. I know I'm love. I just want to feel how much lovable I am. I'm feeling loved. Someone told me I am not good enough, but I know I am loved. I am pure love. I am pure love. I'm love. I'm pure love. I love myself. I love myself even though someone tried to let me feel inappropriate. I love myself. Now, I just want that you put your hand here on your chest and tapping here. You can see this part? Tapping here, okay? And feel. Exactly, Mariella. It's perfectly exactly. This is the main thing. Mariella is sharing with us such a lot of inspiration. Very, very, very important. Exactly. That's why EFT is so important, because we need to face our issues in order to overcome them and then start to feel love, that love comes from ourselves. If we wait for the others, okay, to acknowledge us, is not the right path. We need to acknowledge ourselves first. And we can do that only if we discover exactly who we are. So it's a very, very important. Yes, very, very good, Mariella. I'm very, very glad that you feel much better, because this is the EFT. This is the aim of EFT. So please remember, when you do on your own, okay, the sentence is always the same, even though you can see what you feel. Oh, thank you very much. This is great. This is great, because this is very important. Please have your power back. It's the power, the real power is just only one. The power, the real power is our power, the power to be ourselves. This is the power, the real power. It's not about other things, the power, not to show off, to be ourselves. So just a little reminder if you want to do on your own. So, first of all, 0, 10, the intensity of what you're feeling. You're talking about negative emotions, okay? So very, very, very important. 0, 10, right? Secondly, if you can feel in some part of your body, is extremely important, okay? Because it's more powerful for you. Third, the same sentence at the beginning, even though I feel like that, so you can see, or even let's say that happens something to you that really bother you, even though I had this terrible discussion with my brother, I do love and accept myself anyway. Okay, so very, very important to be very, very specific about the problem, about the feeling, about the pain, okay? And then you can do all this part that I show you, so repeating exactly what you feel. So that's why you needed to be in very deep contact with your body, with your thought, so you can do that in the proper way. And if the emotions are going to rise, please, glass of water beside you, and then stop to say anything, continue to tap, but look at around the place where you are, and then just calm down. Okay, so I really thank you for this wonderful video. Thank to you, thank especially to Mariella, that was so kind to share with us her emotions and her thoughts. Without you all, I couldn't continue in this wonderful way. Okay, let's see. This evening I had a positive emotional spirit on a special communication, of course. Oh, I'm grateful to you as well. Thank you so much. Thank you to Maria as well. And I'm sorry if I couldn't do specific, because tonight was this, and of course people maybe join us because of the topic. But if you are happy with that, you can leave some messages under the video and some posts, and then we can do something that you ask, because there is something for the next week already scheduled, but I'm more than happy to listen to you and do something that is something that you can want for the next time. Okay, please, thank you very much, and practice. Okay, have a lovely evening, and from my heart to yours, see you soon. Please leave any message or everything, any questions. Okay, bye.